So I'm here today to celebrate and mark a moment in time, I guess is the simplest way to put it. It has been 10 years since the release of my second recording, the 6-track EP Blooming. 10 years. So that was my, Blooming is my, if you didn't know, is my second recording that I released. I had the first of many in 2010 and then this beauty in 2013. So this was the first one that I had like a actual launch party of, and I did a celebration launch party in my hometown of Bridgetown at the Bridgetown Hotel, and also one up in Fremantle at Clancy's. And I had a friend SJ jump on and do some percussion and things like that for it as well, for something different and to make it feel even bigger. And yeah, so that's pretty much why I'm here. I will confess, I had such massive plans of how I was going to celebrate this. I still have those ideas in the back of my mind, and some of them might come to fruition, but some I've become a realist with life and I might not get around to doing those videos. That feels really unprofessional of me to say, but hopefully you guys appreciate my honesty. And it's just that life is chaos, and I had thought that I would have those already recorded, pre-recorded by now, and as of releasing this video you're watching now, they're not recorded. That's just the reality of life. It doesn't go to plan. But I did want to make sure I at least did this much to kind of just, as I say, just a stamp in time of like, wow, it's been 10 years that many of you guys have been with me for that entire period of time as well. So thank you, and I'm humbled by it, and I'm grateful that I feel like I'm becoming a better musician, because I look at footage from the launch of this EP and I'm like, wow, okay. Happens now. I watch some live shows and I learn from all of them. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm constantly improving. Let's just put it at that. Let's just be nice. Be nice to yourself, Trace. I'm glad I'm constantly improving, and I'm glad that you guys are with me on the journey and have been. So yeah, hopefully I will get around to doing some more videos about this beautiful journey, but this was the first time I'd worked with an actual producer, and the first time I'd been in a professional recording studio and had it professionally mastered and all those kind of things. So I worked with Noah Shilkin from Lollybox Studio, who was over in Margaret River at the time, and then I had it mastered by William Bowden, or King Willie as a lot of people know him as. And I know, like, around the time of getting this done, it felt like such a big deal because he had mastered the track from Gaudier, somebody that I used to know, and so like I felt like, oh wow, like somebody so prestigious is working on my humble little creation. Yeah, and it was also Blooming, if you didn't know. it was named after my dog, who you see featured in here. That's her as a puppy. Chloe was her name, and I had seen that the translation that Chloe meant blooming. And so, yes, the song is inspired by losing her, and I wanted to dedicate my entire recording to her. Because yeah, it was just a big shift in my life, and she was an integral part of it. She was my little shadow, and she was also a big part of me. I had a really beautiful, profound experience when I was in the recording studio when she, even though she'd passed on, she visited me, is basically the quickest way to say it. I'm also going to quickly add that the beautiful sunset images that you see all throughout here, that was photography from my sister. My beautiful sister took those. And then this little silhouette of me and the dog that's meant to be Chloe as a puppy. I might insert like a little photo of how we captured that. So we had to have me against a blank background, and then Jean Eaton, who did the graphics for me, was able to take that, turn it into a silhouette and superimpose it in front of my sister's beautiful photography. So that's how we created that, and it's also how we kind of got, if you've got a copy with you, like you'll notice that it's got a real photograph feel, like it's got that grainy quality of a proper photo, because it is a proper photo, and I didn't want that cleaned up. I didn't want him to try and make it crisper and things like that. Came out as I wanted it to, so it's just an interesting little tidbit for you. I think quite a bit of that's written inside in the little descriptions and things like that, but there's a little bit more of an insight for you. And yeah, I mean, check out how cute Chloe is. That little puppy, that little Buddha belly. You look at it. She was 9 when I finally had to say goodbye. Yeah, she had pancreatic cancer, and by the time we knew that she was, by the time she showed signs that she was ill, her poor little body was already riddled in cancer, and there was nothing that we could do but ease her pain. But yeah, she gave me a wonderful parting gift in this beautiful song, Blooming, that I named the entire EP after, and I feel like I've always got her with me now, and I've got this whole EP dedicated just to her, to recognise her life. So yes, there you go. I think I've rambled long enough. That's why I'm here today, is just to go, yay, wow, oh my god, 10 years has passed, and yeah, just look back at the support that I had for the start of my, I feel like this was more of the start of my journey than the first of many was, because by this stage I was doing music full time. I was throwing my hat in the ring. I was giving it my all, and I know that the 2 launch parties that I held, I just felt so much love and support from you guys, and I wanted to remember that, so that's why I'm here. Thank you guys. 10 years. Stay tuned, because I'm hoping that I can do a couple of videos this month celebrating this release. May happen, it may not. That's life, but at least I got this much out there. And at least I know I have so many of you guys having my back, no matter what content I'm able to put out in the world or not. Thanks guys.